Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing good today. Let me pull up Bedrock Edition. Now, I don't have a PNG Tuber model today because unfortunately Bedrock Edition and OBS and Veadomini all together is not a fantastic combination. Anyway, hello Wolfie, welcome to the stream. So, Minecraft Live was yesterday at TwitchCon. Obviously I wasn't at TwitchCon, but I was able to watch it live. And they announced the Minecraft movie build competition. So this is the Bedrock Edition world where this is occurring. And essentially the idea is that you use one of the pallets, you build up a build in this space, and then you can submit it. And if it's chosen to be part of kind of like the inspiration art for the Minecraft movie, you'll get a free private premiere and some other stuff. So that's really, really cool. We're going to be talking a lot about Minecraft Live today. I actually wrote some notes about everything that happened in Minecraft Live and generally other stuff at TwitchCon that I enjoyed seeing. So we've got plenty to talk about today, but I actually want to start building before we get too deep into our yap sesh. So I came up with 4 different pieces of concept art, which I sketched with a biro on a bit of lined paper. So you guys don't get to see that because it's criminally bad. But as you can see, we have 4 different block palettes. So we have the Tiger palette, we have the Plains palette, we have the Badlands palette, and we have the Ocean palette. I'm going to build a build for each one of these, and then you guys are going to vote later, not today, but later you guys are going to vote on which palette has the best build, and then I will submit that one to Mojang. So this is going to be a really, really fun opportunity for us to experiment with quite a limited block palette. If I hop in here, you can see it really is just kind of, yeah, 50 different types of block or something. Maximum, like absolute dead maximum. Okay, this is a bit of a fuller chest, but still, like it's not that many. It's really not that many. We can also use mobs, which is quite exciting. So we kind of have quite a lot of different things we can do. But number 1 is for the Tiger palette, and I came up with an idea, and it's a spooky idea. So we're going to be using a lot of the pale oak leaves, the deep slate tiles, deep slate, kind of trying to use that. But yeah, so Minecraft Live was awesome, and as Wolfie said, the new leaves are genuinely incredible. I love how they look. I think that they are genuinely so good. Are you just gonna not let me build with netherrack at all? I just want to use it as a planning block. Dang, this world is pretty nasty. Okay, fine. I just want to work out the height. That's all I'm doing here. Obviously we are playing on Bedrock Edition, which is not my favorite thing in the world, so there might be a bit of struggling here with things and, you know, little bits like that, but yeah, it should be fine. So yeah, the new leaves, the new wood set as well. I really like the new wood set. I've seen kind of polar opposite reactions to the wood set, which I find pretty interesting. I am a really big fan of it. I think just kind of generally, I think it's a really solid set. I think kind of what we've been given is really good. I think my only slight annoyance with it is I would like it to be a little bit darker. I haven't compared it to the other grey blocks yet because obviously we haven't got access to it yet, so we can't really get a full view of it. But I think that I would like to see it up against the other stone blocks that we have available and kind of see what it looks like in a gradient setting. because I've always had a bit of an annoyance with the grey gradient, where between tough and deep slate, we don't have a good transitionary block. But unfortunately, I think it's a little bit too pale for that. They did do a very good job of matching it with real poplar wood, which was really cool. They really got it nice and close to what poplar wood actually looks like, which is good. And the kind of diamond pattern on the new poplar sets with the doors and trapdoors is really nice. Really, really, really nice. And now, obviously, Mojang do say all the time that it's all subject to change, so I can't get too excited about anything in particular, but yeah, I'm really happy with what we've seen so far. So my plan for this is we're going to have like a rocky, mountainy bit that then takes us up to a spooky tower. So that's the idea. So we need to kind of get a shape going. Now this is a little bit tricky for me because I don't have the most blocks in the world to work with. Now I do have podzol and coarse dirt, but I don't have gravel, which is a bit weird. So to my knowledge, I think you can use all of these blocks by default. Yes, these are oh, I do have gravel. You can use gravel. Nice. Okay, so we do have gravel available. So that's going to be really nice. I'm going to really take advantage of these. So these blocks are blocks that you can use in all of the build styles. So all of the copper is available, as are stone, cobblestone, sand and gravel, some basic stuff, and then chains. And glass as well. Do we get colored glass? We do. Okay, that's good. I can use the colored glass. Okay, nice. And then that stuff's for recording. So, yeah. Nice. So, let's kind of spam this gravel and make this our kind of starting point. Because the problem with this that we have is that my sketch doesn't really detail what the ground looks like. So I'm going to have to kind of eyeball it and pray, which is fine. It's not the end of the world if it's not quite what I want initially, because, you know, we have plenty of time to build this up. We have so much time, and plus I will hopefully be getting you people's advice on these builds. Obviously I would like to hear what you people have to say about Minecraft Live and TwitchCon and stuff like that, because I've been really enjoying kind of following it. Even though I'm not a Twitch streamer, I do like TwitchCon. I do think it's quite fun. I probably would have liked to have gone, but the times just didn't work out for me this year. Right, so nice. I like the blockiness of this. I think it's going to be quite cobblestoney, which is going to be cool. So I'm going to grab some cobblestone as well, because I really want there to be contrast between the kind of this build, or the ground. I mean, I kind of want a contrast between the ground and the build itself. So the ground is going to be much more rough around the edges, and the tower, but it's also about the colors, right? The tower is going to be crumbly, sure, but it's going to feel like it started a bit more like substantial, whereas this is definitely going to feel very worn down, which is cool. Now the tower's height is an interesting choice, because we can go, so we have 32 blocks of height, so it's 16 by 16 by 32. This is how big this area is, which for me is pretty good. It's quite restrictive. It's nice because I like building with some amount of restriction available. When you have every single block available in the game for you, it can be quite tricky to know what you want to do. Whereas with this kind of limited space, we basically... Do you notice how it's tall? It's just prime real estate for builds that are tall and thin, which I really like. I quite enjoy builds like that, so it's going to be fun. Now the tower, I wanted to kind of... Now, one bit of my concept art that I haven't checked is, I did want it to be centered. So some of these builds I didn't want to be centered. I wanted them to be pushed in one corner. This build I did want to be centered, or close enough to. That's actually not centered, but it's close enough to centered where it works for me. and then this is just gonna go up. I'm probably gonna build a gradient. I'm sure people are being smart and building these builds in Java Edition, taking screenshots and then painstakingly remaking them so that they have Java Edition tools available to them, you know, like gradient helpers and stuff like that. I do kind of want that. It would be nice, but we're not going to do that. We're going to build in Bedrock Edition. So that's going to be a thing. Now, what else do we want to do with this floor area? I do want the podzol to creep up the edges. I think that would be fun, because the leaves are going to be cascading down the tower. We might as well pull them together. So there'll be just a couple of areas where the podzol actually meets the leaves, which should be cool. Now, one thing I did say I liked initially when I did the gravel was the blockiness of it. We're probably going to try and do that. So we'll kind of carve off these edges, which kind of make these squares. So this is it's not unusual for squares to be like this when you look at stuff in real life, but it's not so common to see in Minecraft when people build. They tend to avoid really square edges. But it can really make the feel of a build much cooler. It can really improve the kind of, yeah, the feel of the build. If you do this, it kind of adds a certain blockiness, which is somewhat appealing in my opinion. I think it makes them look quite interesting. Now, in terms of grasses, we have ferns available. But to be honest, I don't know if we necessarily want to use them. I'll put them in for now. But I think they might actually take away from the build, because they're a bit too nice. We might have to stick with brown mushrooms, but I don't know. Oh, you can just place them anywhere on Bedrock Edition. You don't have to worry about lighting. Okay, that's good. That is very good. So we will be using brown mushrooms. Red mushrooms, I think, again, they're too colourful. I'm going to avoid them. Maybe not entirely, but brown mushrooms are definitely going to be what we want to do. I'm also going to cluster these mushrooms a little bit. I was going to not, and then actually, I do like mushroom clusters. I do think they're quite cool. I think they kind of add a certain amount of realism to these builds, which is nice. So yeah, that's good. Then I want to introduce the coarse dirt a little bit. I think that's a really important block. So let's do this. But yeah, no, I was gonna play on Whimsicraft today. I was thinking of hopping on and doing some stuff, and I couldn't really think of what to do. What I was gonna do. Like last stream, I was thinking about it, like towards the end of the stream, because I normally say what I'm gonna do. Oh, hello. Yeah, because normally I figure out what I'm gonna do kind of next stream. And then today I couldn't really figure it out for Whimsicraft. So I was like, I'll just do the building competition and let you guys kind of watch me build, because quite often you don't see me plan builds from nothing. 33. Oh, that's a tragic start. That is a tragic start. Anyway, Toastwaffle, did you see Minecraft Live, TwitchCon, all that stuff? I'm going to be asking everyone who comes in what they thought of stuff, because I like it. I don't know. I do like these boulders. So these mossy cobblestone stuff, you see them in the tiger biomes, the like mega tigers. I don't think they're called that anymore. The mega tiger biomes, and I think they're really cool. So I'm going to try and include them. Don't like that. Put it like this. You have them. Ooh. Do you wanna hear about some of the spoilery stuff? What's been added, or are you gonna see it out for yourself? Okay. So you have seen stuff. You did see the short. Cool. So this competition thing. Yep, this is really cool. We've kind of got block pallets and a place to build. That's really sick. And then the new biome. Yes, the dappled forest. I really like the dappled forest. I'm a big fan of all of it, especially the red bushes, which are a new plant item that they've added. As someone who builds with organics a lot, anything plant-based, love it. Absolutely love it. It is my favorite thing in the world when Mojang adds add stuff like that. It's really, really cool. I'm quite a fan of how this has come along, to be honest. This needs a bit of green, but we can do that. And then eventually over time, once we get to it, we will have pale oak leaves, and they will literally cascade down this build like this. And then kind of do this. And they will be super spooky. This build's going to be really, really nice. The only thing with this is I don't know if I can change the lighting in this place. So this is always going to be pretty... can I do time set? Time set. Right. Cheats aren't enabled. What? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I don't need cheats. It's all good. I keep trying to do like Java Edition things in this Bedrock world, and it's horrible. Not gonna lie, Minecraft added insane builds for the Minecraft movie, but the game gets really like bad villages and stuff. I think the movie lacked some Minecraft charm in the builds themselves, so I'm glad that Mojang haven't done that with Minecraft, to be perfectly honest. I thought the Minecraft movie was cool. Of what I saw, it was quite interesting, but it didn't feel very Minecrafty in my just. I see why people like it, kind of like that style more. But yeah, this is kind of what we're gonna go for. Yeah, no, this is going well. It's going well. Or your coolness is slowly climbing. Whoa, okay, not slowly climbing, very quickly, astronomically climbing. Very nice, 941. Beautiful. Beautiful score. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to figure out this tower. And looking at my art, which I did for myself, yeah, okay, sure. It's interesting. The shape of this building is fascinating. In the art that I did for this, I definitely was ambitious with what this shaping was going to be, which is fine. Like I can build stuff. Gradient for the tower. There will be a subtle gradient potentially, but the thing is, these are the only blocks that we're allowed to use. We have tiles, bricks, and cobbled, and then kind of other stuff, but this is it. This is all we're allowed to use. The pallets are really limited. I have no idea why Mojang chose to use limited pallets, but yeah, dang, I agree. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, but I'm not too mad about it. Okay, so we are gonna do this. The shape of this tower is gonna be weird. I'm just saying it now, it's strange. But it's supposed to be rickety, it's supposed to be old, it's supposed to be a bit odd. But that's good. That's got a little bit of charm in my opinion. So we're doing this for now. Yeah, I don't like how that looks. We're gonna sort that out in a bit. But for now we need to go up. Now the thing about this build is it doesn't need an interior. Mojang have made it pretty clear to us that it's the outside of the builds that matter, which is absolutely fine by me. So we're going to be doing that. Can you not just get stuff from your inventory? Let me show you. If I do this, go over here, and then I try and pick up this. Oop, it's gone. Oop, it's gone. Oop, it's gone. No, they physically do not let you build with blocks outside of the pallets. Obviously, you could technically combine pallets, but your build will be disqualified. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mojang they've been smart. They've not let us do what we want to do. Like, obviously every builder in the world is like, oh please, I just want to build with different stuff, and Mojang's been very clear and just gone like, no, you need to use the palettes that are appropriate for the movie design, which is fair. They showed Prismarine? They did indeed. There are 4 different build palettes. They're all separated. This is the ocean one. The ocean one has prismarine, so you can only use these blocks together, or these blocks together, or these blocks together, or these blocks together. Now, the interesting thing about what I've done is that I have concept art at every single palette. So you soon are going to get to choose between the 4 builds that I do. Yeah, which is quite exciting, I think, that I can kind of give you guys that opportunity. So now we are going to put a roof on this guy. By the way, this looks bad. I'm very aware that this does not look good in its current state, but we're working slowly. We're trying to figure things out. Oh, that's the top. Or do I have to use blocks? Oh, you can't use deep slate double slabs. Yeah, no, obviously. Huh? Oh yeah, my bad. Nah, this is strange, but fine. As I say, it's alright. I'm not too fussed about it. Okay, so we're building here. The movement, I'm still not used to the bedrock movement yet. Like the really like static flying. I'm still not comfortable with it yet. It's crazy. Yeah, the thing about this that I'm trying to do, which I wouldn't normally do, is I'm actually trying to make these builds fairly basic. FYP, yo. Bedrock movement is pain. I completely agree. It's so dead and static. It's horrible. But yeah, so that's our general idea. How are you guys? I'm doing pretty great, actually. Really good. Yeah. I'm now officially done with university. I think I said that last stream, and then some terrible, weird stuff happened. And then it wasn't the case, and now it is again. Because the university hates me and wants to have a heart attack at midnight. But anyway, that's all sorted, so I am once again free from university. So I'm doing amazing. Really cool. So, now that we've got this is where the difficulty comes in. So, we do actually have access to stairs, and up, oh, not that stair. These stairs. These stairs are going to be really important for us, because we're going to be doing this, that a lot. Bedrock edition, oh my god. So this kind of thing is going to be something that we're going to do. I'm doing alright, trying to make a good edit on my device which lags all the time. Yeah, that can be tricky. What are you using to make do the edit? Assume, I don't know. Yeah, not, I don't know. Okay, so we've got an even number on the top there, which is good. There's something that we're going to need to do is add windows. And that's going to be tricky. So we do have grey glass available to us, which is good. By the way, some of the inspiration for this build is coming from my memory of my Whimsicraft Season 1 starter base, which was a tower very similar to this in a block palette. Don't released it, and it's, oh nice, yeah. And I'm also going to be doing this. So this build's going to be weird. There's going to be bits of it that don't really make sense, but that is the intention. Like here, okay, we need an entrance, which is good. So we can do this. And then I'm gonna let's just do this for now. It's a little bit boring to do that, but it's all right. Oh, we have pale oak doors, or do we want spruce? I think spruce is better. Can't even make an edit. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. It's really tricky. Why is that texture different? Why? Okay, so we have this. Then we have little baby windows. I don't like that. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, actually, the L-shaped window is cool. I was gonna break it, and then actually I do kind of like the L-shaped window. It's a little bit different. Yes. So I want a little bit more cool bits. So we're going to be doing this a lot. So this type of thing is going to be quite an integral part of this build, kind of popping out a little bit. Now, one thing we can do here, which is a cool building strat that I actually very rarely use, is we can do this. So we can make a window. And behind, oh, I don't, I don't have axiom, I can't fly through walls. What am I doing? What am I doing? Axiom is, I'm too used to Axiom already. Edit post are not even that good. You need to practice. Editing is really, really hard. It takes a ton of practice. If you never practice, you'll never get good. And the best way to receive criticism for your edits is to publish them and see what the world thinks. Yeah. Cool. So we kind of have an inset window, which is quite interesting. Now this bit, I'm not so sure about, but we're gonna fix it up like this. I'm gonna have a little block that comes up. And then somehow, actually, you know what, I can do this. So the point of this is that we can now hollow this out and then put glass in it. And then we can have something in there, although I'm tempted to just fill it in. Even though that would be a bit of a waste, it's probably better. Although I could do a ladder, to be fair. Do I have ladders in our block palette? No, but I have chains. I'm going to put a chain in the middle. Use a copper chain. Where's Nightmare? Nightmare isn't always here. Nightmare is very diligent at coming to streams, but they have a life and like actually do things that aren't watch my stream 24/7. So, you know, it is what it is. Now, one thing we can do here, which is quite cool, is we can't actually, I was going to say we can use lanterns, but lanterns are only in one of the palettes, which is a little bit of a pain. Do we not even have flower pots? Man! Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'll just be sad. Although, oh, these line up. Wait, that's actually good, because we can do this. We have walls. I've missed 50 streams. I haven't missed that many streams. I haven't been streaming like at all recently. University's been stressful, but good now. I have a life. That life is playing gacha games. Yeah. That's true. Also, hi Ruby. This is my first build that I'm designing. Obviously, the texturing needs a lot of work, but you know, it's going well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the bricks and we're going to do some proper texturing. So we're going to grab all of these. Hi, I'm very sleepy. I can imagine. So it's early in the morning for you. Not ridiculously early, but you know. Certainly, I wouldn't be too happy about being awake at the time that it is for you. Okay, so one thing that we can do is upside down stairs, which is a brilliant texturing block, and sideways stairs too. But also we can do this. Now, one thing I'm not doing though, which I should be doing, is grabbing these as well. And now one thing that we can do with walls is we can make little holes. Oh, why does that lighting look so terrible? Although, pretty cool. What if I put a stair above it? Ooh. Okay, we're going to be doing that. That looks great. Very, very awesome. And then we can use our slabs. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to run through this. And anytime I feel like the build needs structure, we'll come in with the bricks. And the bricks will... oh, why? The bricks will come in with that little bit of support to kind of hold the build together. And even the bricks can be weathered. It's just about adding something that looks vaguely supportive, even if it isn't necessarily. I'm going to do this. Cool. Yeah, this is... oh, okay, so we can't do that. Oh, can we? No, I don't like that. Okay, cool. What do we think of this? Yeah, it's like kind of blocks that have fallen down. That's cool. I like that. Now here, this corner needs some actual bricks, which is good. But what I can do is I can do this and have holes. And as long as the holes are small, it's fine. I head back to editing. Bye bye. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, one thing we can do that's pretty cool is we can just leave holes in the build. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It's supposed to be pretty run down, and a hole is a pretty good way of signaling that. So I'm gonna do this, so it's really worn down, although it kind of looks natural like that, but that's fine. Here is fine. I'll do this. I remember when I did stairs before, I can't remember how I did it. There was a kind of cool one. What do I think about Demon Slayer? So a fun fact about me is that I do not watch anime at all. I have never watched a single episode of any anime. I have absolutely no knowledge about any of them, really, apart from like memes and stuff, but pretty much have no knowledge. So I would love to be enlightened about it if you're interested in it, because it's one of those things where I don't have like any kind of streaming service subscription. Like, I don't have Crunchyroll or anything like that, so I just can't experience anime like at all. It's just like not part of my circle, I guess. My like conscious knowledge of this is just not available to me, so it's different, I guess. I'm gonna put some different types of windows in, and then I can give them a little bit of this, which is good. Not all though. That's fine. I'm gonna do this instead, I think. Although what I can do, it's pretty cool. YouTube deleted my message. It does that. If you say something that YouTube is not a fan of, it'll just be like, nah. Yeah. Unfortunately. Does it get deleted again? You might have to rephrase it, because YouTube is not being very kind to you right now. Okay. Cool. I'm a fan of that. Now the top of this tower, I need to make it really, really worn down. I remember when I was doing the designing for the other tower, it was really difficult to do it because I wanted it to be super, super, super broken down, but you can see some of the popular stuff you watch and begin. The thing you watch stuff on. Okay, that sentence makes no sense, but I assume you're saying, you can find some stuff elsewhere on the internet, which is true, but I won't do that. I'm not that interested, to be perfectly honest. Okay, cool. I'm gonna change some of these out for slabs, like it's been broken. Though to be fair, this one could be like this, which is cool. Piracy. yeah. As someone who is supposed to be vaguely responsible, yeah. We're not gonna be pirating. Okay, that's not quite what I want. But I do want a wall on a corner like that if I can. This one, that'll do. Okay, I think we are slowly making progress with this. We need to do a bit more of everything. And we need to add a bit more detail, more brick detail, because I've been neglecting the brick usage a little bit. Especially in this top area, I feel like I've ignored it kind of unnecessarily. Because this top bit would probably be brick. It's feeling very monochromatic right now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's something that I need to keep in mind. Like, it's something that I can change quite easily. Now, one thing obviously that I did mention is that this is going to be covered in leaves. So I'm going to start with the leafage, and we're going to see kind of what happens once I leafage it, I guess. Not quite the most eloquent phrasing in the world, but it's exactly what I mean. So we can kind of do this. And the leaves kind of growing out of there, cascading down this edge. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do with this. Let's have the, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting there. It's cool, but it needs more of something. I mean, first of all, it needs some amount of interior work. I was trying to avoid a ton of interior work if I could help it, but we definitely need some. Now, one thing we do have available to us is torches, so we can do a torch bracket, which I think always looks pretty cool. And we can also have inside torches, which is always nice. So inside here, I can just kind of make it glow. I'm running vibrant visuals, kind of right now, I think. Yeah, we do have vibrant visuals. Also, the fact that it puts you in survival out here is unbelievably annoying. Like, why? Also, by the way, all of this, like, decoration is really cool. Needs more color, in my opinion, but it's Minecraft, so you can't. I can add more color to this. One thing that we can do is we can use pale oak logs. Now, this texture is quite nice because it has a bit of interest to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of these pale oak logs, and I'm going to use them under the windows to highlight them slightly. Now, not every window is going to be able to have this, and it's going to look a bit weird on some of them, like these don't want it. But some of them just want that extra little bit of detail. Just the tiniest bit of color. Now, this side is really lacking color. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a builder's trick where I just spam a fence, where I just kind of put fences in. And what they're going to be is they're going to be supporting fences. So this build's going to come up like this, and then it's going to look like it's kind of being held up by a fence. And I think that's pretty nice. Now this, if I turn this into a wall, the fence won't connect, so we kind of use the detail of the fence connection to add that little bit of something. Now, it's getting there, but we still need that a little bit more detail. It's tricky, this. Why designing stuff from scratch on stream is quite brave, because there's quite a lot that you need to think about. I do need to variate the roof, so that is something that I do need to do, which will help. I mean, we're gonna punch a hole in the roof and then put some collapsed bits. Thing is, we don't have a huge amount of blocks to do what I don't. We have trapdoors. Whee! Okay, trapdoors will be my savior here for this idea. So what we can do is we can do this, and it looks like there's a patched hole in the roof, which is really fun. It's a nice detail, I think. Now, one thing we can do is we can just put a hole in it entirely. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can I get the cape? Can I get cape there? The cape is available when you watch participating Twitch streams and TikTok lives. To my knowledge, I am not a Twitch streamer or a TikTok streamer. You won't be able to get the cape here. But if I win this competition, I believe I get a fancy cape. If that's what you're referring to. So yeah, that's that will be a thing for me if I win. I don't expect to, but you know. If I watch official Minecraft account TikTok live right now, I will get cape. I think so. Don't quote me on that. It is also on the Minecraft website. All the details about the cape is on the website, so if you want to read up on that, you probably can. Also, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on exactly what the rules are for the cape, for getting the cape, but yeah. Okay, so these trapdoors are going to be the way we're going to get color into this build. It's pretty tricky to get color into builds when you have such a limited palette, but these trapdoors should be helpful for us. So I can do this, right? And just kind of emphasize the brown colors a bit more. Yeah. I kind of want to make it look like there's a bit that's patched up. Like as if it's so broken that it needs like proper paneling around it. Maybe we do this so that there's a little hole. And there's so many gaps around that it just feels like the trapdoors must be there for a reason. So that's good. Yeah. Signs. No, we don't have signs, unfortunately. I would like to have signs, but we don't have them in our allowed palette. Very limiting. Very, very limiting. It makes it rather challenging to get the detail in that you would want. Okay, I'm gonna kinda do more trapdoors. Well, that's pretty cool. So we have it different, rip, but unsurprising. Yeah, they were very clear in the guidance that if you add a sign, they'll just not let you. They'll just not use the build because you could write something on the sign. Like, yeah, they were pretty clear that they didn't want you to do that, which fair. It's fair. Not surprised by it. I don't know. See you toes. Well, I appreciate you sticking around for a little bit. Cool. Here looks like an opportunity for a window, I would say. So let's grab a glass pane. My pick block isn't long enough. Did I place it? No. Fine. Now here looks quite nice, and I think what I'm going to do is this. I don't like that blocks those leaves. Well, it doesn't have to block the leaves. It can do this and this. And then on there we can place a single fern. Oh, cool. Nice. Now this side is missing some leaves, which is chill. Can definitely fix that. Do this. Needs to kind of wrap the building a little bit more. Maybe like that. Well, the leaves don't quite cascade as much as I want them to, so we're going to fix that. Cool. And basically anywhere there's a blank space, we're just going to kind of fix that, I guess. Yeah. Cool. Here I still think it looks a bit blank, but I'm not sure what to do about it. This side is kind of air. But the picture is from the front, which is something that's interesting. So we take one picture from the front, and then we take a panoramic shot of around the outside of the build. So the front is the most important part. I'm tempted to give it a white interior. Also, something about this build that I want to kind of confirm with you people. Is it spooky? I feel like some of the spooky element is there, but it feels like something's missing for it to be like truly scary. Oh god. Yawning. Why am I yawning? I didn't even wake up late or early. What? Huh? Anyway. I feel like this would be better if it was like missing a bit or something like that. Maybe I put a trapdoor in the window. I can't get in. I have to actually go in the door. Why? Nice. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Cool. This is too nice. Let's swap some of these back out. Maybe throw in a stair and a wall. I know we've got a stair at the bottom, but I kind of want to stair here. And I think I can get a wall in. Oh, I can't. No, we're going to move the wall to here. Cool. Nice. This one could do with more deep slate. Now, the thing about this build that's quite cool is that the interior doesn't matter a ton. Like, from this view, how much interior can we see? We can see the lower bit kind of through this window. And then depending on where we take the shot, we can't really see anything in that window at all. Which is good, because if you look at what interior design blocks we have nothing. We kind of have vague wood. And then over here we have chains. That's it. Like, that's anything that we get. Technically, furnaces are pretty nice interior design blocks, but yeah, it's not the greatest thing for us. But well, also my Minecraft skin in Bedrock Edition is weird. One, why am I using this cape? I don't think I even knew I had that cape. But also, what is this skin? Like, what? Huh? When did I make this? But anyway. I kind of want a bit more brown. Don't know if I can... Oh yeah, that works. That makes sense. It's good to me. So now what? I like the like asymmetry, the lean, like everything about this tower is pretty cool. I am definitely a fan of it. Oh, what are we changing next? I don't know. Air bubble. This is what Toby looks like under all that armor. I don't know about that. My eyes are very blue in this skin. Look how blue my eyes are. Jeez. Random. To change those. But yeah. This is actually a pretty strange skin, but yeah. Yeah, you're right, Ruby, you're right. Do that. I don't think it would necessarily get the build axe because of that, but no, you are. You are right. Maybe I do this instead. Just for the balance, because the leaves need to be balanced, right? But I remember in season 1 when I was doing my leaf stuff on the ground, like as like decorative bushes, I was so careful to avoid anything like that. I was so careful. It was so funny. I was like I'd build this and I'd be like, oh no. Didn't even notice that. I didn't notice it, but I didn't think it was a problem. But no, Ruby's right. I should I think I'm gonna put a torch on the wall here. I think that would be appropriate to kind of fill this space up. I think the very minimalistic lighting here is quite cool. Like avoiding stuff. Like, what do we know? It's not intentional with the people making the decision. Don't know. No, that's fair. That's fair. They were like, oh, they tried to trick us with this, and then like, I don't know. I have no idea. So we do have other grey stuff. We have glass. We have grey glass available, which we've used. So grey glass is what we've primarily used. Do we want to include any other types of glass panes, anything like that? I really think we're at a point where there is the potential for this to be okay. Oh, by the way, people, I found out why my cursor disappears when I stream. It's the PNG Tuber model. So when OBS is doing a window capture with Minecraft open, it is capturing, it's kind of, the cursor kind of breaks because of that, and so I can't see it, but OBS can. It's very, very, very strange, but it's to do with the PNG Tuber model, and it's not to do with the PNG Tuber, but it's actually to do with window capture. So when window capture is active, Minecraft doesn't know what to do with your cursor. It is really random, but anyway, Iris, hello! How's it going? What do we think of this build, people? Give me a rating out of 10. And don't say 7. No more PNG? I'm going to try and fix it. But today we don't have a PNG Tuber. Also, Bedrock Edition gets really sad if you click out of it, like black screen, all sorts of horrible stuff. So I'm trying to like minimize the for this stream. But also, you basically have a PNG in the top corner. But yeah, so I'm a fan of this build. But I don't know if there's anything more I want to change before I take my pictures of it. 7, okay. The most useless rating. It's like, it's decent. Like, great. Cool. So yeah, interior. This interior is going to be super basic, but it does need to have something. So at the very least, I'm going to dig out this floor. One thing that we do have is we do have some spawn eggs available to us, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if we want to use them. In this build especially, I don't know if we want to use them, but we do have spawn eggs, so that's pretty cool. Worthy of acknowledgement. I like it. Abandon the forest vibes. Nice. That is what we want. I do need to be a little bit careful. This is supposed to fit in a tiger biome. So the theme is tiger. So what I'm very tempted to do is to add the berry bushes to kind of reinforce that tigeriness, even if it's not exactly what I envisioned for this build. Okay, I think I want a ceiling made out of trapdoors. Pretty random, but I think they, for this specific purpose, I think they might look pretty good. Now we don't have ladders available, so I'm just going to ignore being able to get between the floors. And it's critical to remember that this is going to be photographs with the doors shut. Okay, you know what, that'll do. That will do very nicely. Okay, and then in here, let's just do some really, really ultra basic furniture. We have stairs and slabs, like the furniture is going to be as basic as it gets. So let's do stairs and slabs. We do have furnaces, which work quite well. Crafting tables are the wrong color. But yeah. I feel like the more creative you are, the higher chance you have of winning. I don't necessarily agree. The reason why I don't agree with that is because this is supposed to be inspiration for the movie. If it's really outlandishly different, it's not going to fit the vibe, so they're not going to be able to use it. Like, I feel like I want that chain to be a normal chain. Oh, sorry, an iron chain. But yeah, no, I feel like creativity is cool up to a point. Like, if I built something weird, it wouldn't fit, and they just wouldn't be able to use it, which would be a shame. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely a potential problem. Now I do need to make sure this interior feels a bit rustic, so I'm gonna break some stuff. I'm also gonna hang some chains down. I think chains have a really interesting feel to them. Yeah, like it's subtle enough where it's just kind of like, I wonder what that chain is doing there. I think that's cool. So I'm going to go up to the second floor now, and we need to try and cram something into here. Maybe we just do a stair, and then a table with a torch, and then the same chain thing. Or maybe we hang a chain from the next floor. But this floor is going to be... Ooh, okay. No, that's fine. That won't be visible. But yeah. Two of my favorite streamers are live. Who do I pick? Who else is live right now then? I don't know. Obviously, I have no idea, but yeah. Cool. Interior. What are we doing here then, chat? Yeah, we can be a little bit more... Shut up. Still top slab. Sure. You need General Alex? I haven't interacted with General Alex yet. I should. I know he's very cool. It's gonna do a little like weird. Add a smart to dress. Splendid. I know exactly what that means. You know what I can do? So I can do this. Add a like little weird thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's interesting. If I do this, no. This. Stupid autocorrect. Yes, I did know it was autocorrect. But I am now wondering what you did mean to type. Yeah, there we go, that's cool. And then maybe we leave it. And I need to be really careful not to overdo it. So the interior is not that visible. It is okay. Okay, nice. I like the occasional pop of green. Don't like this chain. I tried to include the green as color, but no, it's not part of the bulk color. The sun is bouncing off my phone and I can't see it. Speaking about sun, it's a bit colder in the UK now, finally. It's only 20 degrees and I'm much more comfortable with the temperature. Because when it was 30 degrees, I was suffering. So yeah. It's much better now. Much, much better. Okay, do we want to change anything with this lower area now? I feel like I want to do more coarse dirt. Kind of. The sun is burning. Yeah. Always a shame when it's stupid hot. Like I hate it when it's too hot. Like, oh. It is true suffering in my opinion. Don't like that. We don't need that. Could use upside down. This. I think it's almost a foundationary block. Like these ones, but they're lower. Add a bit of foundation to build. Now this one should be one of the, maybe one of these. And then behind it, is that a wood slab that's behind it? Yeah, that's alright. My clothes feel like a frying pan. Yep, that is not the best. Yeah. Okay. I want to bring this out. I do like the blockiness, but we need to be careful it's not to play more balloons again. I do like balloons, but it does get a bit repetitive for stream. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty samey. It's fun, but it's yeah, too much of the same. I'm gonna go ready for the day. Have a good stream, brother. Thank you. Have fun brushing your teeth. I don't know. The balloons is the forgotten child. Terraria is the forgotten child. I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy with this build, to be perfectly honest. I think we are at here. Oh, we don't have cheat, so I can't even do /clear. What? Can't even hold drop. You can't hold drop. What? Can't even spam it that fast. Bedrock Edition is crazy bad. Okay, whatever. Manual labor, I know. It's crazy. Yeah. Nice. I'm happy with this build. I'm apparently not so happy with this build. We're going to change up a couple of things real quick. I want to make the roof uneven. Like properly uneven. From the front. Just got that extra bit of wear and tear to it. Oh yeah. Knocking off that corner did good. Okay, nice. So now we're going to take some screenshots. I believe there's screenshotting guidance that I need to look at real quick. Oh, right, yes. So I'm going to hit record. Oh, I've got chat as well. I'm going to make chat invisible for a sec, people, for the official recording. So we're going to do this. And basically what this will do is this is going to be the video that I'm going to send to Mojang. to kind of show off the build. It kind of takes ages because it shows each side of the build really, really slowly. So unfortunately, yeah, we're just going to have to sit through this for 600 years, which is a real shame, but it's what it is. Obviously, I will have to mute the video in post before I send it to Mojang, because that would be a little bit yikes if they just heard me yapping all the way through. But yeah, no, they want a video and a screenshot, so we need to do a normal screenshot as well, which is fine. I mean, this is the normal screenshot, right? That front view. And then, yeah, let's be back. Let's do this, and then I'm going to take a... Ooh, I should have put my FOV in a little bit. You know what, let's do that. So I go here, and I find resolution... Not resolution, FOV. What if the video is 60 FOV? What does this look like? Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, oh, I can't escape from the video. No! How does this look? Okay, well, you know what? It's actually good to watch it so I can actually see what it looks like at 60 FOV. But that's really good. You get none of the insides? No, nothing. None of the insides. That's why I did it so basically. Just, like, vague stuff, because that's it. Yeah, no, 60 FOV is definitely better. I agree, Mirror Bubble. It just, yeah, highlights everything a little bit more nicely. Obviously, you get quite a lot of dead space at the top, but I don't mind. This tower doesn't need to be ridiculously tall. Yeah, okay, so I like that. So we're going to hit record this time. And we are going to do it again at 60 FOV. Play. Bing. But yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't. That was the test one, so we got to do the official recording for it. But yeah, this is looking pretty nice. I don't think this is a particularly unique idea, necessarily. How long this is going to take? A while. I don't think this build is particularly unique, which is a shame. I kind of wanted all of them to feel really, really unique, but this one, not quite so much, but that's all right. I've definitely seen builds like this before. I've built like this before. Like, this is not crazy different, but the next build I'm going to do is not too inspired either, but I think it's a bit more fun. It's a bit more whimsical, that's for sure. Okay, and now let's take a good screenshot. So, let's do FOV again, and let's take it way down. Take it all the way down to that. Okay, now let's go back. I'm in survival. Please can be creative. There we go. How's that? And that's pretty cool. Oh god, the flashbang. That was horrible. I forgot it did that. That, like, seared my eyeballs. That was horrible. Why does Bedrock do that? That was crazy. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that flashbang is insane. I feel very sorry if you're watching this, like, on your phone, like, squinting at it, and then it just flashbangs. That's insane. Why would it do that? What if you want to take, like, 1 million screenshots? Okay. Now we get to destroy this. I'm not joking. We're going to build another one, which means that I either get to duplicate this world or just destroy it. Wait, this map is so cool. Wait, what? Wait, this is sick. Wow. What? Oh, okay. Half a church. This is so detailed. Like, this is so cool. Yeah, wait. Oh, director's chair. Working director's chair. Yo. You can even, like, open these doors and stuff. Like, this is so cool. They made it look like a movie set. They did. It's really sick. What about over here? This is a working green screen, by the way. Lime concrete is actually a really good green screen for Minecraft, so this would work The lighting technically isn't the best, but either way, it's pretty cool. Another director's chair. This is sick. Can you get around the back? Oh, they made it so you can't make that jump. Oh, they're too smart. Mojang are just too smart. That's a 4+1. Oh, they're too smart. You can't. Okay, cool. What's the parkour for? I'm just chilling before we destroy this build. So this is the first build that we made for the competition. I'm quite happy with it. It's not my favorite. But yeah, no, I was literally just doing parkour for no reason. Just chilling. So yeah, now we get to destroy all this. And now the best thing about this that you guys will really love, I'm sure, is that if we get some TNT, oh, we can't use it in this world. Yeah, it doesn't let you. So we have to destroy all of this by hand, which is brilliant. So yeah, we've taken all our videos and footage of it. I recorded it all. I took my screenshots. So yeah, let's go. Now the good thing about Bedrock Edition is you can actually spam break. So I'm butterfly clicking right now just to break it all. And it's not too bad, so. We go popping generators. Alrighty. I wonder what he's up to. Like, our stream times do overlap. I could hit him up, but I never really have good ideas for, like, cool collabs that I could do with people. But yeah. But no, either way, Arvin, I don't know. Welcome. We are building stuff. Well, I'm destroying stuff right now, but we were building stuff. Playing Minemen? I have no idea what that is. Doesn't General Alex play a lot of Gacha as well? Or is that a purely cake thing? I don't know. I thought they did it together sometimes, but I can't remember. MCCI? I suck at all the MCCI games except Rocket Splee for Rush, which no one likes, so I'm really good at Rocket Splee for Rush as well, so it's the only game that I'm good at. And I quite enjoy it, really. It's just because of my experience with the Elytra and knowing like the strat for it, because I watched a video about it like ages ago and was like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, I like that there's no tile entity drops in this world by default. It's very useful. Big fan of it. This thing's a bit easier. But I think there are I think doors dropped. But I can't remember exactly. This sucks. This is so many bed walls, Jules. Oh god. I feel very sorry for him. Last time I played Hypixel minigames, it was just hacking. The hacking was so prolific, it was just boring. It was like, I don't know if it's like that anymore. But that's what it was. Skywars was always so bad for hacking. Like ages ago, I made a video about Skywars, and one of the things is I wanted to get some footage of a hacker, and it literally took me like half an hour or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was so easy to find a hacker. I was like, oh, got one. And I just hit record, got some hacking footage, and then just left like crazy. Took such little time. So it's very stupid. But yeah. Okay, we're almost done breaking all this down. Why did I use so much gravel? It takes so long to destroy because you have to wait for it to fall. If you break it in the wrong order. Come on. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. Oh. Dude. Why? So close. And cool. What is the next one? The next one is a windmill. We're going to be building a windmill. I think it's going to be very cute. So we're going to be quite inspired by kind of Dutch architecture. Very fitting for TwitchCon, but yeah, we're going to be relying on quite a bit of kind of Dutch style stuff. Obviously windmills are fairly challenging to build, but we have enough, because we have fences, trapdoors and fence gates, we should be able to do it. And the best thing is that we have birch, and birch is perfect because it's a solid trapdoor. If we only had trapdoors with transparency, we'd be it would be a little bit more difficult, but yeah, we have a nice opportunity here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some rolling hills. So this is one of the builds where the build is going to be offset, and the windmill is going to be in one corner, and then in the kind of opposite-ish corner, we're going to have a nice tree. I'm going to build a custom tree, and yeah, under the custom tree, we're going to have a bee. And we're actually going to use a spawn egg to spawn a bee in. It's going to be quite tricky to take the video unless the bee is no AI, which I don't think it will be, but it's all good. Yay for windmills. Hi Lawrence. I don't know how long you've been lurking, but yo. Yeah, no, I like windmills. They're cool. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make one corner kind of be taller, and this is where the windmill's gonna go. You can imagine I want the windmill to be slightly higher up because that makes sense. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make sense, but it makes sense in my brain that the windmill would be on top of the hill. I guess if I were building a house on a like hills area, I'd probably want my house to be higher up. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and then we're also gonna have a little bit of a bump here for our custom tree. Now, one thing I am interested in is, does this convert to dirt? No. Okay, we're gonna have to do that by hand later, but that's alright. It's not too bad. But yes, welcome in, Lawrence. When's the deadline for your thing again? Or is it over? I can't remember. Not that I'm gonna do any more, but I just came to my brain. Right. So, how do you build a windmill? That's a good question to ask after I've planned what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I think I might start with a custom tree, to be honest, because it's a bit easier. It was on Friday. Oh, okay, fair. Cool. So we have oak logs, we have oak leaves. We do also have short grass. I'm trying to remember what the guidelines were about floating blocks, because there were some rules about floating blocks. I'm gonna check those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause stream for 2 seconds while I check those rules out. Gotta make sure that I get the rules correctly. Minecraft movie build challenge. You're allowed to use floating blocks. Okay. You're allowed to use floating blocks. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because Bedrock Edition, but I'll give it my best shot. Loud blocks. There's a typo in this. Look, chat. It's a typo. You can only build using the blocks from your chosen biomes palettes alongside the general block list. And the general block list is here. You cannot use weird stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to test out is whether I can place... How would you do this on... Oh, you use set block, don't you? But... How do you do this in Bedrock Edition? Oh, you have to quit the game, don't you? Do you have to, like, quit the... I don't know if you just collaborate with me and said, who is Stoby? That's funny. It's weird seeing you without the night skin. Yeah, I feel weird. I feel weird in this skin. Because this is a skin I made ages ago. And I don't know. I don't know. It's strange. Oh, the other challenging thing about this, because we're doing a custom tree, I want to have roots. Oh, but there's blocks. But to be honest, I'm just going to ignore it and just build anyway. Now, the thing is, I'm taking a bit of a risk with this because Mojang might not want to have a custom tree. But I don't care. I'm going to build it anyway. And we're going to see whether a custom tree build wins or not. Be interesting. Oh, that connects to the side because I'm too close. Okay. Let's just try building this and see. Now, my idea with the leaves was the grass that I'd be able to do it. But even though we get azaleas, we don't get moss blocks, so I can't put moss in it to place leaves on. Which is really annoying. Genuinely, I don't get moss? Man. Okay, whatever. Just chill. But yeah, no. I'm not surprised that General Alex is not familiar with me. I mean, if you said owner of Whimsicraft, I'm sure he'd be a little bit more in the know, but that is pretty entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not really a fan of doing custom trees like this. Kind of like more Minecrafty ones rather than more real ones. I kind of went off building trees like this because I did them for my Whimsicraft Season 1. This is what basically all my trees look like, so yeah, this is kind of feels weird for me to do, but it's not terrible. What's the goal with this build? We're going to build a windmill. The idea is that even though you can only do one submission, I'm going to make 4 submissions and then get you guys to vote on which one is your favorite, and then I will submit that one. So yeah, we're going to do a tree and a windmill. So now here I need to grab the bee nest. Oop. Now apparently you're allowed to use spawn eggs. Do we have bee spawn eggs? No. But there's a bee in the picture. Ah, here it is. Bees. Whip. Okay, you are going to move around, or you're going to be frozen but animated? You're frozen but animated. Yes! That's perfect. I'll stream the rest. Make ults. Lemon! Hello! How's it going? You've missed the first build already. First build took us an hour, which was unfortunate because I thought it would take me slightly less time than that, but it's fine. I'll use TNT, it's no point in searching for that. But yeah, all the grass and plants and all that rubbish we'll do later on. I like this. Cool. Got a little bit of a custom tree here. I'm gonna kind of bulk out this edge slightly. That's in it. Do I want any visible fences? Yeah, visible fences is fine. Maybe we do this. That's really gridlock, but oh well. The notification didn't pop up in Discord for me. Ah, it's all good. Ooh, wait, you do have cactuses in this build palette. Yes. Like when I was planning my build, I looked at this and went, "Oh no, I only have the grasses." That's a cactus. We can use cactus. Yellow. Oh, you were on General Alex's stream. Okay, fair. We were talking about him. Okay. Windmill. Do we want to use oak or birch? I quite like birch, to be honest. Although we're going to be using quite a few different. We kind of need to plan what the actual windmill part is going to look like. But windmills are generally square, so we can do that. Pressed all the way up against the edge? Nope. So we do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Cool.
Yeah, that's interesting because I hear about Alex quite often, so I kind of know of him. So I think there was maybe an assumption that Alex knew who I was, but I'm not surprised he doesn't. We definitely are not in the same circle. Obviously, we share Unite and Cake and people in common, but yeah. Alex is one of Cake's friends, streamer friends. He's generally only on Twitch doing kind of variety Minecraft stuff, I guess I would call it. But yeah. I'm just gonna get their shape right. And mine, yeah. So I don't know how. Because windmills are tall, right? But they're not stupidly tall, so we need to figure that out. Now, one thing that we do have that's really cool is we do have wool. Wool can be used in all builds, especially, and all of these. So we kind of have some extra bits available to us. Okay, that is way too short, isn't it? Okay, that needs to be double the height. Cool. Okay, each level needs to be quite long so that when we get to the third layer where the windmill is going to be attached, it can be long enough that the windmill blades wouldn't hit the building. I feel like that would be rather tragic. The blade didn't work because it just hit the building. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. This is now 7 blocks tall. I want to see what it's going to look like. One thing about this is that the detailing on this is going to be pretty tricky because we don't have a ton of space. Oh, I built this up against the edge like an idiot. Okay. It's annoying. Because I don't want to have it against the variety in general, which is Minecraft. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I was saying that actually, I was like, I couldn't remember whether General Alex did any gacha games with Cake. But I think he does. What am I doing? Like, not quite used to the bedrock controls. Like, because some of the stuff is just slightly different. It's like completely messing me up. It's crazy. Oh, he doesn't play gacha. Okay. Fair enough. He just plays other stuff that isn't the gacha. The Cake gets to play Genshin alone. I mean, to be fair, I could just connect these. This. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Oh, I didn't know they. Oh, that's cool. Because Cake's always playing in Challenger Trials. I didn't know that they actually met there. Pretty sick. I guess they have stuff in common. The only reason I'm not participating is you have to build on Bedrock, and I despise Bedrock's creative mode. To be fair, I'm not suffering too badly. Like, you can get used to it. You know, after, you know, what, an hour and a bit, I'm kind of used to it. Although, to be fair, I have played a bit of Bedrock before, because I played, one of my friends had a Bedrock world, Bedrock, like, server together. That was, help, I guess. I can't even pick blocks within the creative menu. What do you mean? Oh, you mean middle click blocks? Or do you mean just like grabbing them? Like, what do you mean? Axiom? Okay, fair enough on Axiom. I am missing Axiom quite a lot right now, to be honest. Making these walls would have been a lot faster. And also, like, I don't even like these walls currently. Like, I'm going to be swapping out quite a lot of it with other stuff, so yeah, kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Doesn't work for me. Oh, that is unfortunate. So what's that? 6. Okay, 1, 2. Go. Okay. It's gonna be a tall build, but we do have height available to us. Like, here, like it's 32 blocks tall. We have so much available height. Like, it's all good. That was a very loud bird outside my window. I have no idea whether you guys can hear it, but it's just going squawk, 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 like over and over and over again. Like, shut up. But yeah, people shouldn't be getting too much egregiously bad road noise today because it's cool enough that I don't have my windows massively wide open. Oy. Okay. So that's where the windmill's going to come out of. Like this. And then a little roof, which I'm just going to make out of. I could use pink highlights. As much as I don't really like the colour of cherry wood, I think pink highlights are just too cute to not do. We do this. And then I go back to oak slab. Where the got oak slabs? You know what? That inventory, like, isn't too bad. You know, we kind of make fun of the bedrock inventory for being different, but it's not too bad. It's fairly intuitive for like fine stuff. It's not terrible. Okay. Just like this. Cool. This is so like egregiously pink now. I'm just gonna not think about it. We're gonna solve all the problems later. I mean, it's a windmill. This needs shaved edges. Otherwise it looks weird. But it's alright. Can do that. This. Why? It's where the brake, like, sometimes, like, freezes and makes you double brake or something. It's annoying, but cool. So we have a shape now, which is great. Now let's figure out this windmill. So what I designed was you use logs. We have logs, which is nice. We can use, might use stripped oak just for that extra difference, I guess. So this comes down. Should we do 6? I mean, 6 is fine, right? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Oh. It's gonna have to be 5. It's, yeah, that is the edge of the world. Can't build against that. So that's a little bit annoying, but yeah. And then we do 2, 3. Oh, those connect. Yeah, I'll just ignore it. 3, 2, 3, 3. Cool. And then I need to remember how to build windmill blades. Because we have wool. It's good. So I'm just gonna commit to grey for now and we'll see. See what it looks like later on. Cool. This is such a like 2012 windmill design, but I'm not too sad about it. It's alright. Okay, cool. So we have, and it looks bad. Okay, cool. How do we make this not look terrible? I mean, windmills are normally angled. We could do that. Let's try that, because I don't like this. This is really bad. I might need to Google some reference images, because this is not something that I've built before, and it needs to look good for me to be satisfied. Now, what I am going to quickly do is swap that out for a log if I've got one. I do. I'm going to do this. Okay. Reference image time. Give me 2 seconds, people. I want to figure out how people normally build this. Of course, my whole screen goes black when I switch out of Minecraft because Bedrock Edition is terrible. Minecraft windmill images, fences, and then they use. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Trying to see what people are doing with it generally. I mean, okay. Yeah. We can definitely imitate that. That's absolutely fine. So I had the right idea with the fences, but the problem with it was that the fences kind of have to follow what's happening with the wool. So the wool can then build off of the fences, and then you get that organic kind of feel to it. So then we're going to do this for each thing. So it's 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3. So then we have kind of this sort of thing going on. That's the wrong side. Genius. So we do... Yeah, that is all wrong. Okay. Let's just mirror this on the other side. 3, 1, and... Cool. Interestingly, quite a lot of the ones that I saw were using kind of 2 blades. Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of that. The white wool is just better. I don't like the light grey. It's not right. It's not what we are looking for. As much as I want to be a little bit unique, white wool is just better for this build. Especially because this area is so dark. Like, inside here is really, really dark. So it kind of messes things up slightly. It's annoying that we don't have another block that we can build in that direction. It's kind of crushing my windmill slightly. But anyway, let's go down. 2, 3. Okay. That's interesting. So I can't build this properly because all the fences get in the way of each other. I mean, let's just see, right? Let's just kind of do it. And then I'll figure it out. We're going to do this 1, 2, and then 2, 3. Send a picture. I have a ton of references. I appreciate it, but I do have a ton of reference images already. Why does that look bad? Because the fence is in the wrong direction. I'm really good at this. I remember I was this useless when I was doing the... what was it? Oh, it was the gears. I couldn't rotate them in my head correctly and it just looked awful. Okay, just like that. Why do those look different? Oh, they look weird. Okay, this one is different. And that one is different as well. That one looks like that one, but these two don't. Something to do with this. Oh, it's because these should be like that. Yeah, so that's not it. I think the scale is hurting us slightly. That's going to be a black screen for you, I think. Oh no, it's not a black screen if I click away. But yeah. No, it's just the scale. I need to make it more central so that we have better scale. So that we can make the blades better, unfortunately. That was a big time drain for us, sadly. But yep, we are going to have to shift this across. I can't like just build on the side. No, because we have the same problem. This is one block away in all directions, so I'm just going to have to centralize this, unfortunately. Yeah. Dang, is there anything that we can save from this when we move it across 2 blocks? I mean, I guess we can save some of the walls that we built, but bro, this is terrible. Okay. I'm just gonna destroy it. This is gonna be too confusing for me to keep track of everything. And we should be using pink wood for the windmill as well, I think. If pink is our highlight color, the windmill's definitely gonna be a highlight color. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that scale would be enough, but it's just not quite. You just need that extra length to get that shape correct. Makes total sense, but stop it from being very annoying. Yeah. I know I'm destroying more blocks than I need to for this, but it's just genuinely easier for me to just start from nothing. Plus, this is therapeutic. Okay. It really doesn't take very long to break all this and get it all out of the way so I can rebuild it all. I can also rebuild it better because we can actually figure out what we want to do for the windmill body at the same time. I was tempted to make it lighthousey, but that's not quite the style that I want. Yeah, I might have buttons for detailing. Like, it would be really nice to have some extra, like the black buttons. Oh, they'd be so good. The blackstone buttons are just so nice for detailing. One of my favorite blocks for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Cool. Get rid of these. 3. Okay. This is our first floor. But what are we doing with this? I'm gonna just go around and do this real quick. So we get something to work off. Cool. So we have this. Now, what are we going to do with this? So I do think I want cherry highlights. Maybe window highlights are the move with the cherry wood. We also have cherry logs, which are nice. Okay, I think for now we'll do this. And with using just wood by itself as a highlight is it never quite feels like it fits in. But I think if we use the logs on the bottom, might look better. Ah, we also have stripped oak, which is nice. Stripped oak is always good for framing and stuff like that. Stripped birch though. No, we'll use stripped oak. We'll go like this. Let's try this. Let's try this out. It's kind of, again, 2012 Minecraft-y in style, but I'm not totally against it because it seems to be the style that Mojang like to build in quite often, so I can potentially foresee it actually being in my favor slightly. But we'll see. Interestingly, one thing that Mojang said, don't build organics, make buildings, which I think is fascinating. The other thing also, don't build anything underground, which I think is very funny. They definitely foresaw someone just filling it up with stone and then building a tunnel. It's like, well, no. As cool as that is, you can't see it, so it's not very good. Yeah, this is a very, very, very basic window design, but it's pretty effective for this type of thing. One thing I didn't consider is the entrance, which is a bit problematic. But I could just put the door here and then do this. Then have a cherry door. That, like, animation is really annoying. It's just slightly slower than if you were to just do it in Java Edition. Stream has been a lot of complaining about Bedrock, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy. Okay, I want birch for the floor. Birch slab flooring is always nice, I think. Okay, that is crazy. Right, that's a bit better. The color of birch under this lighting is just not the best, is it? It's got this like green hue, which is just not very appealing. But anyway, it is the best block for the job, I think. I'm gonna take these down to here as well. Cool. Let's build up these walls. Now, one thing we have is trapdoors, which is really nice. We can add depth to these windows pretty easily, which is cool. Can only use the blocks they provide. Exactly. It's really, really limited. So, literally, the reason why I'm pick blocking is because that's it. That is all you get. If you use a block outside of the scope, your build is automatically disqualified. So, yeah. Yippee and great, joyous fun that Mojang are giving us for this. So, certainly a challenge. Certainly a challenge to stay within their guidelines, but like a challenge. It is called a building challenge after all. Even if it's not quite the challenge I was hoping it to be. So that's 7 tall, which is good. That's what we want it to be. Maybe... no. Almost needs a stone foundation to stand on. Now in this palette we don't have any stone. But we do have a general palette that does, so I'm gonna use cobblestone and crackstone bricks. Probably because texture gradients look in the game within the realistic style of the films, it would perhaps look like garbage. I don't think so. I think it's just more to do with fitting the like creative director's vision. I really think it's just some creative director's been like, well, actually, I would like it if all the builds were kind of cohesive in some manner, so I think that's what they're doing. I'm gonna make those stairs, which we do have as well. It's nice having these extra few blocks to work with. It makes a big difference. So it's definitely helpful having these extras. Obviously I'm going to need to go in and sort out the grass blocks at some point. They are not correct. Cool. Yeah, that's slightly better. I'm going to go back here and do these real quick. Need to put the dirt in. Yum. Do have dirt, which is cool. And one thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to plant a small wheat field. I think wheat is very aesthetic, so we're going to include some of that as well. But yeah, for whatever reason it is, Mojang want us to do this, so that's what we're doing. Just it is what it is. Cool. And now we go up another layer. For this layer, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to fully use the power of the stripped logs. Stripped logs are just the best, bro. Like, they're so good. They just always look great. No matter what you use them for, they look awesome. Okay, and then... no, we can go up with them, actually. I just placed a bunch of blocks in the wrong place there. If I was slightly closer, I would have butterfly clicked like 8 blocks wrong. It would have been great. I'll have a sip of water. Give me a sec. Alright. Cool. That has not fixed my broken voice, but you know, it is what it is. I should have drank more and earlier, but it is what it is. Right. The next style I'm going to use for the windows is this style. We use glass panes. We have glass panes. Yeah, I have white glass panes. We use glass panes on top of stairs to kind of get a cool effect. And then either side, we can just do slabs. Just do trapdoors. Maybe, I don't know. We could do pink all around, to be fair. Maybe strip cherry logs. That'd be nice. Strip cherry logs are good. I need to go and grab them though. Can I just... Will it let me grab an axe that I can use? Nope. Oh, wow. So crazy that they built this map to, like, enforce their blocks on you. Also, the fact that there's no wood, like the ones with all the way around. It's kind of annoying. Because I kind of like those. No, I really like those. They make for fantastic custom trees, but it is what it is. Right. Why can you never place them on the right way up? It's very annoying. I don't know if it's just me being bad at the game, but it always feels like I can never place a stair in the right place. Let's try it. There we go. Cool. And then we can just do this. And this. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be my favorite one, but I'm risking including the custom tree anyway, so that's alright. Cool. What is the next layer? Now we need a nice one. Maybe we go hard on the pink on the next one. I kind of want to make these windows wider, not gonna lie. I think they'd be better if they were bigger. They kind of look very long and thin rather than like filling up the space properly, so I'm gonna do this. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's much better. Let's do that. Let's do the time warp again. Okay, that is not... What? That is such a random song to come in my head, but anyway. Okay. Being strange is normal. Right. Fill it in. Placing the cherry. Cool. We need more cherry. More cherry wood, more cherry wood, more cherry wood. Oh, can't wait to get my hands on the new blocks. Like, dude, it's so cool. They're so good. Minecraft Live was epic. We were talking about this earlier in stream, but man, I really enjoyed Minecraft Live. Scott doing the hosting was such a good choice. He was so good, really supportive with Agnes and all of that. It was really nice. Really nice. Okay. Could these be strip logs? Why? Yeah. They should be. I wanted to not use them for this, but their strip logs are just better. They're just a much nicer texture for this use case. I was like, oh yeah, I had this like different pop of purple color. Yeah, just worse. Right. Cool. And now let's go up again. Maybe with planks this time. I haven't been putting floors in either, which is a bit of a rookie error, but oh well. Yeah, it's pretty small up here, but that's all right. What are we doing though? I guess we can do some kind of stripey thing. Stripes never look good in Minecraft. They just never look good. Like it's just the sad reality of life is that Minecraft stripes just look bad.
But stripes in real life never look amazing. Okay. Maybe we do verticals. Normal cherry planks. I like cherry planks a lot, but maybe we do the same trick with the trapdoors. They're going to get in the way. Actually, they won't get in the way. That's good. So we can do this. Add that texture and that depth to this build. It comes out looking pretty cool. Do this, and then we can get the glass involved. Make this nice and tall on 3 sides. Yeah. Cool. Nice job. Just randomly break that for no reason. And place it wrong again, because I'm incredible at the game. That's not even Bedrock's edition fault this time. I'm just bad. I just suck at Minecraft. Is that too much glass? I don't think it is too much glass, because as long as I put more cherry on top, it will balance all of the white, and it should be fine. I'm going to do the same thing with the trapdoors. As much as I like planks, they are a little bit boring. And then here, I guess we just want some oak to kind of fill that space. Then here, I'm going to do stairs. They're going to be a little bit asymmetric, but that's all right. And then that's where a roof is going to go eventually, so but first we need to do this. So we do this, and then we need to look at some different references. So that is one reference image. That's using frog lights. That's really cool, but it's way bigger than ours. Way bigger. I like the curve though. I think I'd like to really try and make that curve with mine. What did they use for it? They used stairs, slabs, stairs and trapdoors with fences underneath. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I saw that a few times. With it. So let's do stairs, trapdoors, and then pink fences. Let's grab one of these. Okay, and then so they just went out like this. Let's just try it. So then was like this. Ah, no, it's not like that. Of course, you start with the stairs to pull yourself out of the way of it. Oh, right. That is still the wrong way up. That one is wrong. That's it. Cool. This one's wrong. Bro, I'm so bad at this. Okay. Now we have a spiral. We have a spiral. Then we have this. 3, 2, 2. Or 3, 3, 2. Cool. And then we do stairs and trapdoors all the way around. And then this is where the white wool gets involved. Then it kind of just follows it, but I'm gonna kind of do that. Okay, it's looking pretty flat, but it's fine. That's looking really flat. It's because this doesn't quite have enough curve to it to kind of emphasize this. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Yeah, that's all right.
Right, let's try and build this again. So this time it's 3 upwards. 3 up. 2 up. 1? Yeah. Okay, and then same thing. Trapdoors. All the way around. Cool. And then the wool. Which is just 2 blocks out from each thing. Like this. The wool has no curve to it. It's just because of the scale. I did my first build. Nice! Cool. Remember, you can only submit 1, so unless you're doing a bit of a challenge like I am, that's not much point in doing extra. But no, that's epic. Did I mess this up? 3, 3, 3, 3, L. 3, L. Cool. We'll do just 1. Nice. Cool. But you better show us what you've done. Oh, it comes forward. That's right. It'll come out like this and then be like this. And we put the wool in. Like this. Like that. Why does that look so different? Oh, because it's supposed to come out of the wall like that. Cool. I mean, this feels very windmilly, I won't lie. It does feel like a windmill. 3. Oh, it's not like that, is it? It's horizontal. 3. 3. L. Cool. Trapdoors. And stairs and trapdoors and stairs and trapdoors and all that rubbish that we need. Do that. And then the wool. Cool. So there is a windmill. That needs to be cherry wood, doesn't it? But the logs are better. Nice. Okay. What can we do to improve this now? I think the shape of the wool is not great. We don't have any other blocks in our palette that we actually do though. Because we have glass panes. And glass panes can make stuff look rounder. From afar, they can kinda round off edges that look weird. Interestingly, I didn't use the birch that I was going to go for. Instead, I was going to use birch wood for this. Because the colour fits so well. But I ended up not, and I'm not mad about it. Can I see the whole world? You can. This is literally it. This is the Minecraft build world, which you can download on Bedrock Marketplace for free. And this is for the competition. So they provided this world for us to build in. And this is what I've built so far. It's obviously not quite done. We've got a little bit more to do with the roof and some interior work. But this is going to be my second choice for you people to vote on very soon. But anyway, welcome Colton. And yeah, so flooring. I'm going to be consistent with my flooring today. Sometimes I like to mix it up between the layers, but this one looks very good, by the way. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is very much thanks to the help of Lawrence, who was sending me a very useful reference image for the actual windmill bit, because this is pretty tricky to get right. I will say, can be very challenging. So big thanks to him. And although I will say that these glass panes, I don't think are in the original reference. They might have included them, but I didn't see them myself. And they do look very cool. Though that is better like that, so let's change this up. Yeah, glass panes are... I think they came into fashion, what, a couple of years ago to use them in Minecraft builds for stuff. And I do think they always look very cool. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. I think this is a big improvement. So let's go that. Oh, it connects to the sidewall. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I do want another trapdoor now, just to support this edge. So it looks like it's being held up by something. Much as Minecraft doesn't have real-life physics, sometimes using physics can make a build look a little bit better. That's really cool. Genuinely, really, really cool. I think we've done a good job. Send a picture of the build in Discord. Yo! Time to look at Discord. I don't have it on as like a stream option for us to go and look at Discord, but I'm gonna go and look at this one. Wow, I can't speak. I'm gonna go and look at Discord myself real quick, and yeah, let's have a look. Minecraft builds. That's so cute. Oh my god. No, that is so unbelievably cute. It's just perfect. Just like little. This is the best I've seen so far. I appreciate that. I think it is going well. There are obviously, you know what? We're gonna take a detour from the roof because I'm gonna procrastinate doing it. We're gonna get some flowers going. So let's grab all of this. Oh, I need bone meal. Will it let me grab bone meal? Or is it gonna be stupid? Yes, it will. Okay. They thought about it. Thank you, Mojang. Am I allowed water? Wait, am I? Am I not? Oh, it was in the example build, to be fair. So I must be able to use it. Let's see. Let's see. Water bucket, water bucket, water bucket. I never know where to find anything in the creative menu, I'm not gonna lie. This is Bedrock Edition. It's just... ugh. Yeah. Instead of an oak tree, do a cherry blossom tree. That's a really good point. I do agree with you. However, go to the other side, there are more chests. You mean these ones? Do these have... oh, they do have water in. Okay, I didn't know these had water in because they weren't up displayed. But I am aware of these chests, yeah. Yes, that's a really good point about the cherry tree matching the oak tree, or matching the build. But this is for a plains theme. If we go over here and have a look at the info board, it says plains biome. In a plains biome, you're much more likely to find an oak tree. So we're going to go for an oak tree, even though I do agree that a cherry tree would be much better. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion, but not this time, unfortunately. So I need some dirt in the bottom of there, because otherwise it would be weird. So let's do this. And then let's swap this out for farmland. Cool. Nice. Just a little bit down the edge. Doesn't have to be anything special. No need for it to be. I'm just gonna... oh, I forgot Bedrock Edition is different with bone meal. I was like spamming it, because obviously on Java you have to spam it to make it work. Yeah, not yet. Cool. And then we can do some smatterings of grass. Now we do have a lot of organic blocks available to us for this build, which is nice. It's nice to have a bit more variety for this one than the last build we did. But I don't think I'm going to use all of them. Wait, are we allowed path blocks? I feel like no, because they'd be in there. Dirt path. Never mind! Mojang aren't annoying. Oh, how do I... if I'm not allowed a shovel, how am I making grass paths then? Okay, is it searchable? It is. Okay. Cool. This needs to be stone. Okay. That needs to be stone. Nice. Okay. Cool. I forgot how tall, like, tall grass is in Minecraft. Because I always use a texture pack to make tall grass shorter, so it's less intrusive. And I forgot that it wasn't normally like that. Oh, I kind of want to use the wildflowers a little bit. Just a couple. They're so cute. Like, come on. Yeah, it's just to be very conservative with them. Lovely. I really, really like these. Just like all the other flowers that Mojang had, I love them. Now, because of the limited palette that we're going for in terms of colors, we can use only these flowers, but it's a nice selection of flowers. Cool. Okay. Nice. We're definitely getting somewhere with this now. This is good. Roof. We need to do this roof. I can't procrastinate the roof forever. So I think we need to go up like quite a lot. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get back our actually helpful building blocks. I don't want birch. Let's do this. Grab these. Cool. And now my plan is that we can go up quite easily, because even though we got stairs like this, we can do trapdoors to kind of make it fit, I guess. If you know what I mean, like it still feels supported and normal. We can do this. And we can use the classic one of these. Just for the top part of this build, it doesn't really need windows, so we're not going to include them. That would look way better not like that, would it? It would look way better with oak. As much as I like the pink, it is a feature color. It isn't really a feature color on the windmill itself, but for this build, it's more of a feature color. Let's make sure it stays as a feature color until we want it to be the roof. So that's nice. And now I was quite inspired by a build that I saw very recently, in fact. A build made by the wonderful Nightmare, who did a pointy roof, like a sloped pointy roof. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to 100% steal that, because I like pointy roofs. So we're going to do that. Cool. So let's go up this. See if I can remember how to do these types of roofs properly. I'm just going to eyeball it and we'll see what it ends up as. It might end up looking really weird, but hopefully not. I remember for my hardcore world, when we did that, that was tricky. That was really difficult building that roof on the hardcore towers for the castle. That was really hard. Okay. I kind of got that. I dare you saw my roof idea. Yes, I know, I'm a terrible person. But yeah. That is not bad at all, is it? That's really not that bad. Now one thing I want to do, which I had in mind since the beginning. Wait, do we not have... Okay, hay bales are nice. Put them here. Cool. Hay bales, and then I wanted a torch. But once again, no lanterns. We have lanterns for the Badlands, and we have sea lantern for the ocean. No lantern again. Just not part of the build palette. It's really sad because I love them. Ooh. Oh, that's going to connect, isn't it? Oh, that's pain. Okay. I mean, I could do this, right? Just do this. Nice. the asymmetry. Oh, the asymmetry. Oh. Let's move it to the side. Nice. And then I'm going to bring this one forward a little bit. Kind of draws the eyes like this. Dude, that looks great. What about from the other side? Hey, we did a good job, you know. That'll do. Right. Interior time. So for the interior, I did think that I might want a staircase, but it's not going to work for this build, unfortunately. The lips make the staircase kind of a pain to do, and it'll just take up way too much of the interior space. So instead, we're actually going to use the pretty large variety of blocks that we have available to just do some basic furnishing. Nothing out of the ordinary, but, you know, just something. Then we can do... Shame we don't have shelves. Shelves would be cool. They're so good for interior work. I love it. I think they're my favorite interior building block of all time. So if I do this, and then this, and a slab, little wardrobe thing, shelf, I don't know. Very helpful of me. But one thing we can do is if we put a trapdoor in the back of here, it'll look a bit different. A bit interesting. Now the thing about these windows is they're pretty high up, which was the intention. Like I wanted the build to feel long, tall. But it also means that when you're looking in the windows, you can't really see the ground. So all this furniture that I built is kind of invisible. We need to do something tall. To be fair, I could just do a staircase that doesn't work. Like, it's technically a staircase, but it wouldn't take you to the next layer because it's impossible. I could do that. Alright, let's do it. Cool. Eyes can go past the window. Okay, that's fine. I just need to start my stairs in a more logical place. Here. That's kind of an annoying place. Oh, I kind of need to start them there. But let's break this. Let's move it somewhere else because I do like it. We can put it here. Do this and this. 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then on top. Perfect. Oh, and then it had one of these in the middle. Nice. Cool. And let's staircase up, barely avoiding the window. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to do. Oh, this and then we made it past without putting a stair in front of the window, which is perfect. And then obviously that doesn't work because there's a roof in the way. But when you look at it from the outside, it just looks like a staircase. Cool. You can't really see it from any angle, and that many angles. And you can see it kind of from there. You can see it from there the most, but that's perfect. Cool. Okay. So we have a staircase. And then what do we have? I don't think we have carpets. We don't have carpets, but we do just have wool. So let's do a wool floor. That's a bit of a rug kind of deal. Lighting is like really off-putting. I think I'm changing the lighting of the room by breaking and placing blocks. Oh yeah, that is really flickery. That's horrible. Apologies, people. That is, yeah, not my favorite thing in the world. Okay, cool. I wish I had like paintings, signs, like anything. What do we have that we could use for decoration? We do have leaves and composters, which is good. That's a very easy hack. Just do this. But we also have flowering azalea leaves, which I might intermix them. Because we all love some good flowering azaleas. It is the right palette, yeah. They definitely work. Let's put these in. And then we could do some outside as well. Potentially. Makes the build feel a bit heavy when you do that. Maybe here and here. Kind of add to the front door. Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe around the back we do it a bit differently. Where we have it longer. Oh, I need to fill these up. The thing about composters is they look better when they're filled. Yeah, they do look better when they're filled up. I don't know why. It like just makes more sense, I guess. Cool. Cute. Maybe it would be better like that. Yeah, that is better. It's not like pressed right up against the window very awkwardly. Okay, cool. That bit's fine. This side looks really blank, but I guess the tree is filling. I guess that's alright. Okay, cool. That is not bad. Does the roof need variation in it? Because it currently looks very flat. Maybe some trapdoors would help. Not sure where I'm putting said trapdoors. I can put them around here, to be fair. And kind of do this. And this layer. And then I guess the top can be one as well. Kind of rounds out that top a little. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I can do this. If I swap these, kind of makes the roof a bit lower. Okay, that needs to be up, but we can kind of go down, up, down along these edges. It's a bit more interesting. It's just about adding variation to it so that it's not just one solid pink color. Not just I like pink, it's can get a little bit too much sometimes. I think that's good. Cool. Right, we need to do the second floor interior now. Let's break our way through here. This is very nice. This could do with... Oh, is there a bed in the build palette? In the, like, general palette, is there a bed? No. I'm gonna steal this idea. Cool. You're banned from Whimsicraft. Cool. Opposite corners. That's nice. I'm gonna have to break my way out of here. Don't need these path blocks. I don't need any of this anymore. I'm finished with that. Cool. And that as well. Nice. So I wanted a crafting table and a fence, because these actually work inside the builds. And then torches. Cool. Let's go up into here. I like that just the edge of the windmill is visible on these out of these windows. It's nice. It's not too obtrusively windmilly, but it's nice. Cool. I'm gonna make this really glow. I'm gonna do a lot of torches, and then maybe a table and chair. Oh, that connects. Of course it does. No, obviously. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Slab with trapdoor. Boom. Problem solved. Nice. Oh, also I did forget to say, welcome Hydro. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we do have another room up here, but this room is a little bit different because it needs to be slightly mechanically, but not at all redstone-y. So one thing that they said is do not use redstone anywhere in your build, which I think is interesting because it's just like not what they want to do, which is fair, but it does make doing this slightly challenging. So there's nothing in our palette that's going to work, but in the standard palette we do have Chisel, stone brick, and stone brick walls, which will work. So we're going to use these. Go into here. I'm going to change this for this. That doesn't need to be there. And then a wall. Cool. Right. I think that makes mechanical sense, perhaps. But yeah. Cool. And then it's deliberately darker in that room so that your eyes aren't necessarily drawn to it quite so much. But yeah. I am a big fan of this one, so we're going to take some pictures of it. Flashbang warning everybody, by the way. So apparently that's a thing that Bedrock does, that when you take a screenshot, it is... if you're outside of there, you can't take a picture. So I'm going to have to do something really awkward where I go back and then when oh, that flashbang is insane. Well, that's a good picture though. God, that flashbang is ridiculous. Like, Mojang, why? They're like, aha, I know what we'll do. Like, bro. Actually, criminal. Okay, I need a 60 FOV now. And we're going to go and do the video thing. So, I never put chat back on the screen after we did this, which is great, so I can do this again. I want to make sure that everything is in view in the path before we have a look. Make sure everything looks fine. Okay, yeah, I think we did a good job. So this is our test one, and then we'll record the next one. It's good because it kind of shows the interior a little bit more with this. But yeah, this is I'm also looking for any mistakes in the build. Cricketcraft, hello. Hello, hello. I've just finished building this build. We're using the Bedrock camera thing that Mojang have provided us in the build world to kind of have a look at it. I am from Pakistan. Welcome from Pakistan. Okay. I love how you're so enthusiastic about it. Yes, so now let's record. So I'm going to hit record on my software and we're going to look through it again. So this is the video that we are going to send to Mojang, potentially. Where are you from? I am from the UK. Specifically from England. Yeah. I have no more to say. I was gonna say something, but no. England. We just finished building this. I really like it. I think it's a really, really, really nice build. I think we did a really good job on this one. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the previous one that we did, but I do think it's a really, really strong contender. Bro, I like foreign man very much. I love the way you phrased that. That was very funny. And I like that we put the little bee in it. I think that's very cute. But yeah, cool. So that is another build done, which is really cool. So I'm going to put my FOV back to something normal because that is criminally small for general gameplay. Cool. And now, everybody, we get a really, really fun task. So I'm going to throw out all these blocks because I don't need them. Is there any mods? I'm not actually running any mods. This is just a downloaded pack. This is a world downloaded for free from the Bedrock Marketplace. So Mojang have provided this world for the building competition. So I have downloaded the world. This was all pre-built for me. And then I built this little bit here. The thing is with this world, it's kind of annoying. You can't like break any of this. It's all like set in stone how it is. Really annoying. But what we now need to do is we need to tackle the third option. So we can only submit one to Mojang. But as I've said a few times, I'm going to make 4. And then I'm going to make a little short where you will be able to vote on which one is your favorite. And then that is the one that I will use for my submission. So hopefully you guys pick well. But that means that we need to build another one. And there happens to be a build in the way. So let's destroy it. This feels so weird, by the way. Bro, talk in Urdu. I wish I could talk in Urdu, but I cannot. I, in fact, am a very classic British man and cannot speak any other language other than English. Do I like cricket? I've played a little bit of cricket. It's an enjoyable sport to play. It's better than like football in my opinion. And I'm not absolutely horrendous at it. I can catch a ball. But I haven't played it like in any like capacity other than school. And I don't really watch it, but that's because I just generally don't really watch very much television or sport like at all. I'll watch like when the Olympics comes around, you know, I'll enjoy it, but like yeah, I don't really watch any sport. So no, I do not watch cricket, but I do like it. Obviously being British, there's a certain amount of expectation that I like cricket, and it's not entirely false. I do like it. This is my wish, to play Minecraft with any YouTuber. Well, you know what the wonderful thing is about YouTubers is that they often host worlds and do stuff. I have no plans to currently, but I'm sure you can ask around and find a YouTuber who's doing something for you. Actually, there's some event people are generally the best people to ask, because they'll have lots of people, so you'll have a good chance of being able to go in and take part and do stuff. But also, you know, the best way to collaborate with YouTubers is to be a YouTuber yourself. That's how I found all my YouTube friends. So I have been a YouTuber for many years, and over time I've slowly kind of grabbed more YouTube friends, and now I have a big family of YouTubers that I happen to be the steward of, which is really cool. And we all hang out, we play all the time. It's awesome. What is your age? I am 20. So I am an unk according to everyone, which is comedy, considering I am one of the younger people in our Minecraft group. Obviously I'm not playing with them today. I often do play with them on Sundays, but no, not today, because we're doing this fun little challenge. Personal question equals bad. I don't mind, I've revealed my age, but yeah, cricket fan, don't yell your age to everyone. I know you're not very young, but general good piece of advice, don't share your own personal information on the internet where anyone could see it. I'm sure you've been told a million times before, but yeah, it's not always the best idea. I'm an aunt. In age and in real life. Also, hi to Bros all waiting in the shadows just to tell someone off for personal information. But yeah, generally a good idea. I love that this is the second time that someone's come into the stream after I've already destroyed a build. Like, night came in just after I finished, just after I destroyed the first one, and now Turt's coming just as I'm destroying the second one. Okay. This next one, I am going to need reference images again to search. I won't need Lawrence's expertise necessarily, but I do need to look up some IRL pictures of pyramids in Sudan. Sudan has the most pyramids out of any country in the world. You'd expect it to be Egypt, but Sudan has a few dozen more, and they have really cool pyramids though. They're quite different. They're much taller. Well, they're not taller, but they're kind of up and down rather than wide, which is quite cool. Hello, I am crashing out. What are you crashing out about? I'm sure it's something completely nonsensical and stupid because it's you, but I'm happy to listen. Why do I have a DM? My moderator is acting up and I want to throw something at someone. You know, you happen to be in a team of people where, like, most of us have used Modrinth for years. Like, we can help you. I'm going to check Discord for 2 seconds, people. I will just make sure. Oh, wait, is MCC happening right now? Am I streaming against MCC? If I am, that's insane. Just try and just send me a message about MCC. yeah. So, next build idea. So, looking at my wonderful reference picture, I have got a cool, tall pyramid made out of these blocks. Wait, do we not get smooth? We don't get smooth? What? Okay, whatever. It's been for 2 hours. Oh, okay. Well, that's how long I've been live. I've been live for 2.5, but yeah. Now, one thing is that I do need to make a decision. We have 4 builds that I want to do. And it's been 2.5 hours, and this build is kind of complicated. And I know I said I'd do it, but I'm tempted to finish these on not when I'm talking, but I don't know. Should I do one more, people? What do we think? It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes per build, so we'd be live for another hour-ish. Would you rather that I start half a build and then finish it off camera, or would you rather I just end now? It's up to you. It's totally up to you, chat. I will leave it up to you whether you want to see half a build or none of a build. Depending on how much energy you have. I have energy, I just have voice, so... Plus you guys being chatty, which always helps me out. But I am going to drink some water while you guys make up your mind. I can stream longer, but you won't see the finished build. So, yeah, it's up to you. Finish here and then do the other 2 off camera. All right. That works for me, everybody. But I will tell you what ideas I have, just because I think it's cool, and I think you people will appreciate hearing it. So, for this one, I'm building a Sudanese-style pyramid. I'm going to be using a lot of these red blocks, and then on the ground, I'm going to be using all of these. It's going to be like really cool, like decorated entranceway up to it. It's better for your voice. My voice always look. Wait, we have these available. That's cool. My voice is generally okay. It sounds bad right now compared to the beginning of stream, but my voice always recovers from stream. It's not like I'm permanently damaging my voice or anything horrible. No, it's fine. So that's gonna be a cool one. We're gonna build like a interesting pyramid with like gold highlights, and then the ground is gonna be all colourful. Then obviously we're gonna decorate around with all these natural blocks we have. Pretty cool. The final one is the ocean one, and I'm basically gonna build Stonehenge, but ocean. So I think that's a really cool one. We're gonna have about 3 blocks worth of water, and then Stonehenge stuff. Totally your vocal cords are so damaged right now. Sorry. They do get bad occasionally. It was after the singing stream, my voice did genuinely hurt for a while after that. That was bad. I should have been a bit more diligent with keeping on top of drinking water, and probably should have done vocal warm-ups and stuff for that. But anyway, that is a completely separate thing that happened a very long time ago, so that's fine. But yeah, we're going to be using all of those blocks to basically make Stonehenge, but ocean. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, people, if you enjoyed this stream, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and yeah, I know people only just came in and stuff like that, but yeah, I appreciate you all hanging around, and I will be 2 more builds, and then very soon you'll be able to vote for which one is your favorite in a short. So yeah, I fell asleep midstream because your voice is too soothing. That is a very, very kind thing to say, and funnily enough, I have actually heard that before. Back in the day, Taki, my old mod, would often come in and fall asleep, which was very sweet. But yes, I appreciate everybody. I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye, people. Bye.